comment,
and subscribe for more content.
Where's the notification bell?
It's to the right of you.
Oh.
What's up, guys? It's DK Wrestler here from a Funko Popcast, and in today's video, I'm going to be making a top 5 list of Funko Pops for the upcoming movie, Shang Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. But before that happens, make sure you press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys, let's check it out. So like I said, I am going to be making a top 5 list of Funko Pops for the upcoming movie that releases this Friday of Shang Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, which is being made by Marvel Studios, of course. And I am thoroughly excited for this movie. I like what I've seen so far as terms to the trailers. I have no background knowledge as terms to the characters because I don't really read the comics all that much, but I'm really intrigued to see what happens with this movie, and I think it's going to exceed a lot of expectations. But anyways, guys, let's kick off with my number 5 pick. So coming in at number 5 on my list, it is Razer Fist. This character seems interesting. I remember seeing this character in the trailer, more specifically like the bus scene, I'm pretty sure, where you see Shang-Chi kind of fight off all the bad guys, and then there's also Razer Fist, which has this, I guess, razor of an arm, I guess. I don't exactly know what his weapon is that is his arm, but it's pretty badass. I like the overall look, the hair, and the beard also, and even though it is kind of simplistic as terms to the attire because it is just basically all black with a little bit of silver in there, it's still an intriguing pop, and I think it definitely is one of the better Funko Pops as terms to this set. Coming in at number 4 on my list, it is, and I don't know if I'm going to pronounce his name right, Gianlee. I think this pop looks pretty cool. I love the whole green and yellow attire. Both those colors really, I guess, just pop out really well. And I love the idea of this like hat going into a mask type dealio that's going on, because you got kind of like what looks to be kind of like a straw or bamboo hat type thing going on, but it goes into a mask where it kind of looks like a dragon's face, where you can see the teeth within the detail of that mask that goes along with the light green and the reds in that mask. I think it's really cool, and I love the pose that it's in and how it's on a stand, because of course it looks like it's falling down and the character is ready to do some sort of fighting pose or just ready to strike someone. I think it's really cool. I'm really interested to see what this character does in the movie. The reason it is not higher than number 4 is because of the fact that I feel like the next 3 pops, it's a little more intriguing to me than this one. Some of them have more detail, but this one does have a lot of detail though compared to actually my number 3 pick, but I do think this is one of the best Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings pops. Coming in at number 3 on my list, it is the Shang Chi Kicking Pop. This is one of the common pops, and I chose this because, one, I felt like there had to be a Shang-Chi Funko Pop on this list because, of course, the movie title is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, so I felt like the main character had to be a part of the list. And 2, although there are, I think, 2 other variants of Shang-Chi, I felt like this one was more impressive than the other ones. It's mostly, I think, just Shang-Chi just standing there with the arms to the side, and there might be another variant that I can't think of as terms to like what the character could be doing, but I think this one is a little impressive because he's kicking and you kind of got that like swoosh effect as he's kicking in this Funko Pop, which I think is really cool. However, I feel like as terms to the glam shot I'm looking at, I haven't seen what the actual pops look like because at least in Canada here, they haven't released from what I've seen. But with this pop, the swooshing effect kind of looks like water in my opinion, where it's kind of like a light bluish translucent color. And I don't know, it looks good, but it doesn't look good at the same time. It's at the middle of my list because it has a bit of detail and the fact that it's the main character of the movie. But I feel like the next 2 pops on this list have a lot more detail compared to this pop. But anyways, guys, let's move on to my number 2 pick. Coming in at number 2 on my list, it is the EB Games / Gamestop exclusive Death Dealer. Now, I have no idea whether this is like a main villain or not it seems like it could be a main villain just because of the overall menacing look of this character. And I remember seeing a glimpse of this character in the trailer, so I don't know if it's like one of the main villains or it's like some sort of flashback scene and you see this character. I'm not exactly sure because, of course, the movie hasn't released yet as I am filming this video and when this video releases. I love the overall detail with the blue attire and how it really stands out compared to the, I guess, face paint there with the white and the, once again, dark blue and red that's going on there. I love the attire also where it's kind of got that blue and gold effect. You got the silver, I guess, padding there also, and it is really intriguing. I can't wait to see what this character does, whether the Death Dealer is one character or maybe it's like a bunch of people and they're called Death Dealers. I don't exactly know, but this is a really cool pop, and I think I actually have seen this in stores now as I think about it. And I think it's a really detailed pop in person from what I remember. Before I move on to my number 1 pick, I'm going to be choosing my honorable mention for this top 5 list. So my honorable mention for this list is the Walmart exclusive Wenwu. Now, of course, I have no idea who Wenwu is, but first of all, I do like the name of Wenwu. I think it's a really cool, catchy name. Although this Wenwu is just wearing a white attire, I feel like it's better than the other one that they did where it's wearing, I think, like a black attire. It just really stands out well, and I love the detail involved with the wrinkles on the face where you kind of see it right on like the cheek and closer to the mouth there, and even on the eyes there too, where he kind of looks like he's about to do some sort of facial expression or he's kind of like tired in a way. And it's an honorable mention also because I wish it was doing a pose of some sort and not just standing still like it's a 2011 or 2012 pop. But other than that, I am really excited to see what this character specifically does in this movie, and I like the detail of the hair too. The hair looks pretty clean. Coming in at number 1 on my list, my number 1 favorite Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings Funko Pops is the 6-inch The Great Protector. Now, when I seen the set first announced or revealed by, I think, either Funko or Marvel themselves, I was really intrigued by the detail going on with this character, or creature, I should say. And it is really awesome. You can see the dragon scales right there with essentially the red and the white. You got the green eyes, which really stand out with this character and blends in really nicely with the red and the white. And kind of those horns that are going on there. Really, really awesome. And I love the water base. I assume that's water, judging by the way that that base looks, because it's kind of wavy, and you got the blue and kind of the white going on. And once again, I'm kind of intrigued to see what happens with this dragon. Does this dragon, which I assume it's a dragon, it looks like a dragon, I'm curious to know, is this dragon kind of like the solution to possibly the problems that happen with this? Of course, maybe there are some people that are watching this right now that have already seen the movie, especially if they watch this video after the movie gets released and basically can mention that about it. I think this is really cool, and I know for a fact I have not seen this in stores, and I think this was one of those top-selling Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings pops just because of the amount of detail that it's there. I feel like people who might not have seen the movie or don't plan on seeing the movie might have gotten this because of the amount of detail. This kind of reminds me of like a Yu-Gi-Oh pop, like let's say like a Slifer the Sky Dragon. And yeah, the detail overall is really why I like this pop, and I think a lot of people are going to want this, and I think already this pop is actually $54 Canadian as I'm filming this right now on the Funko app, so it's already worth quite a bit of money, and it's probably because of how rare you kind of see it in stores, even though it's a common. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed my top 5 list of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings pops, make sure you go smash that like button. Comment in the comment section below and let me know, will you be planning on seeing, or have you already seen, the Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings movie? And let me know, what are your favorite Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings Funko Pops? And like I said earlier, press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and hope to see you guys next time. 1, 2, 3... I'm out of here. Follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at A Funko Popcast. If you want to check out some of our other content that's featured on our channel, you can click either the playlist that's on your screen right now featuring previous episodes of our weekly podcast, A Funko Popcast, or we have suggested a video for you guys in relation to today's video.